Moving right, Stoller sealed off. Entry pass inside. It's saved by Biazzi. The shot came from Haley DeLeo. Tried to go high, but Biazzi was all over it.
Yeah, and Florida Southern, they will force those passes in there. If there's even just a little bit of room, they will fire a ball to an open cutter. That time, Wingate ready for it, and Biasi makes a great save right on the doorstep.
Now Wingate with a successful clear. .8:35 to go first quarter. Dogs on top 2-1. Coming off a 20-7 win over Young Harris. Had a slow start in the team's home opener against Belmont Abbey, but able to come back and win comfortably over the Crusaders to start a perfect 2-0 on the season. Team that is looking to get back to the SAC championship game where they lost to Queens last year. The preseason favorite inside Avery Shearer. Misfires from point-blank range. Gagan had it sealed off. Wingate backs it up, still in possession. Plenty of time on the shot clock with 65. Knowles makes a cut. Knowles still moving and gets the shooting space call. Free position shot coming for the Dogs in Leah Knowles.
Yeah, Florida Southern sending those slides really quickly to Knowles, and that time doesn't really work in their favor. They get the quick shooting space call.
Knowles looking for her second goal of the game against Gagan. Left center hash, shoots, wide left. Brought some pace on that shot. Backed up by Florida Southern. Wingate can't get to the line.
I was watching Gagan in warm-ups on those free positions. I think she probably saved 10 or 12 of 15 I saw just in warm-ups on her own teammates. She stands really tall, makes it really difficult for shooters on those free posts.
How much of a difference does it make when you see a left-handed goalie in the goal?
Mostly it's just you have to switch up your shot placement. You pretty much just have to shoot it to the other side. And think about, Knowles is usually shooting it far pipe on those short side free positions. Now she has to sneak it in short side. Kind of just gets in your head and just makes it a little bit tougher of a finish.
So Wingate able to get it back with an unsuccessful Florida Southern clear after the missed free position shot. And the Dogs working it around, leading 2-1 over halfway through the first quarter of action from Irwin Belk Stadium. Florida Southern opening up its season on the road for 2 games this weekend. Had a comfortable 21-12 win over Mount Olive on Friday night. Got 5 saves from Gagan in the win. Stoller scored 4 goals and dished out 3 assists. Another one saved by Gagan.
Gagan's a huge ad for this squad, too, because remember, they're losing Patricia Worker, a 3-time All-Sunshine State Conference player, 2-time All-Region performer, to bring in Gagan from East Stroudsburg. We know what they've been able to do as a program. Huge ad for the Miss Mock squad.
They were picked as the co-favorites in the Sunshine State Conference. They were tied with Tampa for the first spot, each of them earning 4 first-place votes in the 8-team league. Rollins finished third. In fact, the team that Florida Southern was picked to finish atop the league with in a tie will be at Irwin Belk Stadium later this season. Tampa will be here over Wingate spring break. I believe that's a Monday over spring break game. I believe the 6th or the 7th of March. That'll be another big one at home.
Yeah, and the SSC is a tough league every single year. You got teams Florida Southern, Tampa, Lynn, Rollins, Embry-Riddle. All those teams might be ranked a little bit higher if they played in another conference, but when you're dealing with Tampa and Florida Southern every year, it's tough.
Florida Southern working through its sets. Pass was turned away. Lynch ground ball pickup behind the goal. Now attacking GLE up towards the top. Off to Stoller. Pass knocked down. Griffin recovers. Slips inside. Probably looked like it was an intended pass, but nobody home. Just throws it out of bounds. Wingate ball.
And defensively, this has just been a picture-perfect start for this Wingate Bulldog team. Remember, this is a super high-powered Mocs offense. 21 goals per game last year. 4 players that scored more than 40 goals. 2 players with more than 50. And Wingate has just been really stout through 10 minutes so far.
So Wingate working on the clear here after Florida Southern stayed off the board. Haley McCourt across midfield. Still moving, well done, and gets across the restraining line. Wingate with a successful clear, leading 2-1. A little bit of a scoring drought over the last few minutes.
And that's so key for them to be able to clear the ball well. They've done it well in this first quarter. So many times it felt like, especially in that NCAA game last year, just giving up easy little mistakes, easy little turnovers made it way easier for the Mocs.
Knowles pump fakes. Maybe he was looking for a shooting space call. Instead passes it off, and it's thrown away. Stolen by the Mocs, and they are off and running. It's Griffin again with speed through midfield. Pellet with her step for step, and a foul against Pellet. They're going to keep going. Florida Southern with the ball. Got a stoppage here. Might have been a penalty against Julia Garvin as Griffin crossed the restraining line. Garvin, the freshman, behind the play. It's been a fast-moving first quarter so far. Maria Reeves, and now Griffin. Florida Southern working around, as you mentioned, Wingate's man defense. What problems does that present for opposing attacks?
Almost a nice backdoor cut there.
Knocked up and grabbed by Biazzi.
For opposing attacks in Wingate, you're going to see this on both sides. Really, the goal when you're playing a man-to-man defense is just drive and feed. You have to drive hard, you have to create slides, and then you have to find, open players to dump it off.
Pellet took a shove from behind. Wingate going to be able to keep it. Behind the goal, it's Claire Fuchs. Inside cut, Knowles in and out of her stick. Had a stoppage. Does Wingate have a free position shot here? It looks like they do. Knowles is going to take it center hash. The left center hash. They move her over. A little bit of confusion on the Mock side as who the penalty is against. It looks like it's going to be Stoller standing behind Knowles. She's 0 for 1 on free position shots today. It's only the second of the game for the Dogs. Knowles looking to convert, and she does. Free position shot goal for Leah Knowles. It's 3-1 Wingate over Florida Southern.
And that time she says, I don't care if you're a lefty. I'm going to put it stick side and just fire it past you. See it one more time, bottom right